Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something that's absolutely fundamental to living a strong, confident life as we get older, and that is core strength. It really is the key to staying steady on your feet, and we're going to break down exactly how you can build it step by step. So let me ask you, have you ever felt that? That little moment of hesitation when you stand up, or just a feeling that your balance isn't quite what it used to be. It's such a common feeling, and believe me, you are not alone. Today, we're going to tackle it head on. And this isn't just some vague feeling we get. The numbers here are real, and they're kind of staggering. According to the CDC, over 1 in 4 adults age 65 and older has a fall each year. Just think about that. That statistic really highlights why stability is so incredibly crucial for our health and our independence. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about a hidden risk that affects a lot of us as we age. Then we'll get to the good stuff, the solution, and why a strong core is your absolute best defense. After that, we'll get super practical with 2 simple exercises you can literally start today. And we'll wrap it all up with a clear, safe plan to make it all work for you. All right, first up, let's talk about that gradual loss of strength that can kind of creep up on us over the years. It's a real physical process, and it actually has a name. It's called sarcopenia. Now, I know, that name starts a little clinical, maybe a little intimidating, but here is the most important thing you need to know. This is not just an inevitable part of getting older that you have to accept. The research is so clear on this. With the right actions, you absolutely have the power to slow it down, and you know what? In many cases, you can even reverse it. And that brings us right to the solution. So if sarcopenia is the challenge we're facing, then a strong core is the hero of our story. Let's really dig into why it matters so much. I want you to think of your core as your body's hidden anchor. And we are not talking about six-pack abs here, not at all. This is a deep system of muscles that wraps all the way around your torso, your back, and your hips. This is the powerhouse that supports literally everything you do, from walking across the room to picking up groceries. And what I absolutely love about this is how practical the benefits are. I mean, we're talking about better balance, right? That helps prevent those falls we mentioned. We're talking about making daily stuff, like carrying laundry, feel so much easier. It helps you stand taller, with better posture, and it can even reduce that nagging back pain. But really, it all adds up to one thing: feeling more confident in every single move you make. Okay, so how do we actually build that strength? Let's start with an exercise that's incredibly safe and super accessible. In fact, you can probably do this one right now, sitting exactly where you are. It's called the seated march. It sounds simple, and it is, but it is so effective. It's the perfect place to start. All right, let's walk through this together. First, sit up nice and tall, right at the edge of your chair. Now I want you to gently tighten the muscles around your middle. That's what we mean by bracing your core. Okay, now slowly, and I mean slowly, lift one knee just a few inches from the floor. The key here is control, not how high you can lift it. Lower it back down, and then switch to the other leg. Just like a slow, very deliberate march. So here's the crucial part, the thing to really focus on. As you're marching, try to keep your upper body perfectly still. You want to avoid rocking back and forth. All the work is happening right there in your core to keep you stable. That's what builds that fantastic trunk stability that helps you stay steady on your feet. Excellent. Now that we've activated those core muscles while seated, let's take it up a notch and progress to a standing exercise. And let me tell you, this next one is one of the most powerful functional movements you can possibly do. This is the sit to stand. I mean, think about it. How many times a day do we get up from a chair or the sofa or out of bed? This exercise strengthens that exact motion. It's real-life strength. So here's how to do it safely. Start seated at the edge of your chair again. Lean your chest forward just a little, brace that core, and then press firmly through your heels to stand all the way up. Now, the second half of this move is just as important. Reverse that motion slowly and sit back down with complete control. The goal is to avoid just plopping back into the chair. And here's the beauty of this exercise. When you're just starting, use your hands on the chair for support as much as you need. That's totally fine. But as you get stronger, try to use them a little less, and then a little less. The goal is to eventually rely just on the strength in your legs and your core. So now we have 2 fantastic exercises in our toolkit. The next logical question is, how do we put them into practice? Let's talk about a simple plan that makes sure you're starting safely and really setting yourself up for success. Here are 5 simple keys to remember. 1. Start small. Seriously, just 10 or 15 minutes is perfect. 2. Always warm up a bit first. 3. Remember what we said. Focus on slow, controlled movements. It's always about quality, not how many you can do. 4. Keep some support, like a chair or a wall nearby, just for safety. And 5, and this is the one people forget the most, remember to breathe. Exhale on the hard part. Never, ever hold your breath. So what does this actually look like in a given week? Well, it could be something as simple as this. Aim for a short core session about 3 times a week. On the other days, you can rest or maybe go for a nice walk. It's that consistency over time that really builds true, lasting strength. And really, if there's one thing to take away from our time together, it's this. A strong core isn't just some nice-to-have fitness goal. It is the absolute foundation for staying active, stable, and wonderfully independent as you age. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Whether it's the seated march or the sit to stand, what's just one small move you can try today to start building a stronger, more stable tomorrow? The power to do it is right there with you. Thanks so much for joining me.